Hey guys, so I am back with another look, and this is a look that I did for a photo shoot a little while ago with an amazing photographer and amazing model, and this is what we dubbed the bindi look. In the photos that I have put in the video, you can see that we adorned her in bindi, so we covered her from pretty much from her head down to her navel. Got some really stunning images, and I just thought that I would do a tutorial on how to do an eye that's kind of similar to it. If you were going to use this as a wearable look, I probably wouldn't wear a bright red lip. I'd probably change it to a more neutral, maybe a bit of pink, probably even more of like a nude lip. Just to balance it out, because dark eyes and dark lips can be a bit much unless you're really going to rock it. And of course, if you want to, you can completely adorn yourself with bindis. And the bindis that I used for this photo shoot was by a friend of mine in the UK who has a company called Headstrong Bindis, and she makes the most amazing bindis, really beautiful. But anyway, yeah, I hope that you like it. Enjoy. So yeah. So to start off with, as always, I am using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance as a primer on my lid, and I'm going to put a little bit of that underneath my eyes as well. Just using my finger for this. I'm just going to go over top of this with a matte eyeshadow. Quite close to my natural skin color, and this just creates a base so that when I want to blend later on, nothing gets stuck. Now I'm taking a MAC brush, and this one is, I think it's 321, although the number's actually worn off, and I'm taking a little bit of the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Slate on the top of the brush. I'm just going to put that over my lid. And just blend it up slightly past the crease. I'm just going to start drawing in the shape that I want it to be, although I am actually going to extend it up a little bit further past. I'm drawing it now. And then I'm going to take another NYX Jumbo Pencil, and this one is Black Bean. I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush and do this right by my lash line and blend it up, just to deepen the colour a little bit. This is optional, you don't have to do this. You could just do all of the black or all of the grey and blend it up. And you could also, if you have like a gel liner in a green, you could do that as well, or a cream liner or something in a green, just to give it a little bit more of a green pop, and just give it something to adhere to. So now I'm going to be using a mix of colours. So I'm going to be using, first off, in the inner corner of my eye, I'm going to be using this one here, which is 41 by Inglot, with a little bit of this one here, which is 58 by Inglot. On the outer portion of my lid, I'm going to use a little bit of this one here, which is 418, and which is 419. So now I'm just going back over my lid just to join up those lines. I actually did it, but my memory card filled up. So the colours that I'm using for this is 418 and 58, and I'll show you them, these ones here. I'm doing that because I want the shimmer and the intensity of this one, but I want a little bit more of the bright green of this one, so that's why I'm mixing them together. And if you want to, you can swap brushes for this here, but I'm just blending it out a little bit. I don't want it to be a really sharp line, but I don't really want it blended either, so I'm just kind of softening the edges. Now I'm using the same colours that I used on my lid, and I'm just going to apply those underneath my eye. I'm going to draw a very distinct shape, here I'm going to draw it almost straight across in a line to just outside the edge of my iris, so a bit here. Just follow the line of the wing that you've got down to that point that we made, and then do it straight across the inner corner. You're going to bring it down into a bit of a point. This colour here is number 26, is going to be my highlight colour. I'm just going to use my finger and put a little bit of that right underneath my brow bone. And now I'm going to take a gel liner, and the liner that I'm using for this is Black Track by MAC. I'm going to line my waterline, and if you want to you can just use a pencil for this. I'm using the same gel liner and I'm using it on the flat of my brush. I'm just going to place my finger gently on my cheek and pull my tear duct down just a little bit so it's a bit more easy to access. Just drawing that into a point so that it looks almost a bit like a cat eye. And you want to make sure that those two line up. And now curl your lashes. And apply your mascara. Now ordinarily for a look like this I would use really dark bold lashes like these ones, which are quite dense, but I only have one of them. I don't know where the other one's gone, so I'm just going to have to use the only ones that I've got left. So now that you've got your eyes on, you can use a makeup wipe if you need to remove any fallout that you've got. So I'm going to use my beauty blender. No, it's not, it's a beauty pod to apply my foundation. Once you've applied your base, then you can go over top in powder. Going to fill in my brows now that I've powdered. To contour I am using Harmony by MAC, which is a matte blush in a colour that I like to use as a contour, and I'm using an Inglot brush which is for contouring. I'm just going to sweep that down from my ears, sort of from the top of my ears down towards my lips. I'll do that a little bit in my temples and a little bit down the side of my nose. I normally like to do under my jaw as well. When I did this makeup I did it for a photo shoot and we wanted to go for quite a dramatic look, so the blush that I used was very dark. And I'm going to do that today, but you don't have to use something this dark. Honor, and the end of that same Inglot brush, I'm just going to put that above my cheekbone for a highlight. So you can see that I've also filled in my lips, and this is just so that when the lipstick fades away I won't be left with a ring on the outside of my lips. The lip liner that I used is by Makeup Forever. It is their Aqua Lip and the colour is 8C, so it should be pretty waterproof. Over top of this I filled in my lips using OCC's Lip Tar and the colour was NSFW. I hope you enjoyed this look and thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. If you'd like to see more images from this shoot, please feel free to visit my Facebook page. You can find a link in the description box.